Cool, sunshine, orders ready.
Not gonna answer that?
No.
You know, you?
We have a 406A reported break-in at an address 1211 Sahara Avenue, apartment 1612. All available units, please respond.
733.
10-4 command. CD-16 is en route. Buckle up, sunshine.
Transferring the files now. How long will this take?
Only a few minutes. Just sit tight and make sure it goes through. And please, don't get caught.
What the hell? Who are you?
Do you not see the mask? If I tell you who I am, that kind of defeats the purpose.
I already called the police. They're on their way.
That was a big mistake.
Do you have any idea who you're stealing from? You and your friends are dead. I should probably shoot you right now.
That would be easier, I guess. But you don't want to do that. It's not who you are.
You don't know the first thing about me.
I know where you keep your gun. That should count for something. When I broke in, the first thing I did was find it, and I bent the firing pin. Hope you don't mind.
Djawadi, can you hear me? The police are almost at your location. You must get out now.
The transfer is almost complete, but I'm not gonna make it. Sorry, Kara. I screwed up, but I meant what I said. It's been fun.
Freeze! Put your hands above your head.
Officers, look at me. Clearly, I'm insane.
Yeah, I bet your friend here on the ground agrees. Makula, check him.
Pulse is 2+ out of 4.
His larynx is fractured. He probably won't be speaking anytime soon.
Call it in, partner. Looks like we got our 100th arrest.
Cool, sunshine. Heard you guys got your 100th arrest this year.
So far.
Yo, let's go celebrate.
Sounds like a great idea, Terrence.
No, man, we gotta go here to the perp.
Alright, let's get this over with. Gunners.
Are these really necessary?
Yeah, and we should take the mask off too.
That would be extremely painful. For you.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
You're wasting your time, detectives. You might not believe this, but I'm one of the good guys. There is someone actually in trouble, and he needs your help.
Slow down, Nutter Boner. The only one in trouble here is you.
Hold on, Sunshine. Who's in trouble?
What did the suspect have to say?
Dan, don't you worry about it. She's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
I said, don't call me that. I'm your captain, okay? Show some respect. Now, what did she have to say?
Captain Dan. She was ranting, she was raving about someone in trouble with the pharmaceutical company.
Go on.
So, Captain, the suspect claims we were supposed to find a homeless person who goes by the name Reaper. She says that he's a witness in a class action lawsuit against a pharmaceutical company in town.
See? Told you. She belongs in the loony bin.
Well, I want you to find this Reaper.
I'm not wasting my time looking for no stinking bum.
I want you to meet someone. Okay, send him in.
Gentlemen, my name is Mr. Snow, and I represent the woman that you arrested last night.
So you're a loon too?
Mr. Snow here has been working with various departments in town to help aid vulnerable population groups, specifically the homeless population in Las Vegas.
Vulnerable population? A couple panhandlers here and there? They don't count as population.
Actually, Detective, the 2017 annual estimate for the number of homeless people in the city of Las Vegas is around 25,000 people. And that's according to the Southern Nevada Homeless Census Survey Comprehensive Report estimates. So I guess on a per capita basis, you're looking at Las Vegas being the fourth worst city of homelessness in the United States.
Damn. It's worse than I thought.
That's right, Detective. What was it? Macula?
It's Macula.
Even if it's that bad, they have shelters in town. They ain't freezing, and it's their own fault. They probably gambled away their money playing $5 blackjack.
That same study shows that about 67% of homeless people in Nevada, they're unsheltered. And it's a common assumption that the homelessness in Las Vegas, it's all due to gambling. But another survey showed that homelessness in Southern Nevada is actually about 54% due to job loss. And that's the primary cause of their homelessness.
Well, then those hobos just need to get a damn job then.
Do you know what a social determinant of health is?
Is there a mission to all of this? I don't work well on group projects. You know what would help? A PowerPoint presentation.
Shut up, Sunshine. You're raising my blood pressure. The CDC defines social determinants as a condition that affects a person's health. Things like a person's economic stability, education, neighborhood and built-in environment, healthcare access, or the availability of providers are examples of ESTOs. As you probably noticed, homeless people fall into multiple ESTO categories. It's not that easy for them to just get a job. I'm worried you two don't have an understanding of just how vulnerable the homeless population here is.
So, what I understand is homeless people are financially unstable with no jobs and few prospects. They tend to live in areas which are high in crime with minimal healthcare access.
That's right. The biggest social determinant of health, as far as we're concerned, is that these people that are impoverished, they just don't have access to things that we take for granted, like clothes, food, or even basic items for hygiene. They can't get jobs. They're all predisposed to some crazy amount of conditions and diseases. Detective Sunshine, I was looking over your case files here. You and Detective Macula, you've got something like 100 arrests. And that's the largest number, correct me if I'm wrong, in this department's history. How many of those arrests really make you feel better about yourself?
I felt great.
Look, fellas, I just want you to have an open mind. The mission is this: locate the Reaper. Make sure he's safe, find out what he knows.
Dan, this is ridiculous.
Make sure he's safe and find out what he knows.
He's homeless. He probably doesn't know anything.
Damn! Make sure he's safe and find out what he knows.
Alright, next stop, intersection of Koval and Flamingo Road. You gonna answer that?
This better be the guy Macula, not some pizza delivery boy.
me, sir. Do you have a moment?
I have many moments, my brother.
We're looking for a guy. Lives around this area. Goes by the name Reaper. Any idea where we can find him?
Oh, you need information? My memory's a bit hazy on account of my age, but if offers were made, carrots dangle.
What about for my buddies? Mr. Lincoln, Mr. Washington.
It's all coming back to me. He lives close by here. It's right down the street. Let's get this over with.
That's him. Pull over.
Excuse me, sir. Las Vegas Metro. Can we ask a couple questions?
What's the matter, bitch? I ain't do nothing, man.
You the one they called the Reaper?
Maybe I be, maybe I not be. Shakespeare, biatch.
We just need to ask you a couple questions about a pharmaceutical company.
Look, man, I don't know shit about no pharmaceutical company.
Come on, bro. This bum doesn't know anything.
Look, man, I got an appointment with this thugged out doctor. Shit, this ain't no joke. I got scabies, got a messed up foot. He's getting treatment for this, but she's been kind enough to do it for me for free.
Hey, look at his skin. He has some kind of rash on his arm. He needs to get that taken care of first.
I'm trying to get these shits fixed. Your fools be delaying me and I'm getting late for my appointment.
All right, we're coming with you. Maybe your doctor can shed some light on your situation.
Thanks for allowing us to be here, Doctor.
I'm actually not a doctor, and it's totally fine you guys are here. Reginald's actually one of my favorite patients.
Reginald?
Yeah, man. Reaper works better on the streets. So how's he doing, Doc?
Well, like I stated before, I'm not a doctor. And this is the second time this year that I've had to treat him for scabies. Third time I've had to treat him for cellulitis, and he's had trench foot for months now. Not to mention, I've drained 4 abscesses since last April.
Why does he have so many health issues, Doc?
Damn it, I'm not a doctor. Anyways, I've done my research. Here's a study from the New England Journal of Medicine. You should read it. It's called Healthcare for Homeless Persons. Not having access to a shelter can directly lead to illness. Exposure to extreme weather can lead to dehydration, sunburn, frostbite, ulcers, and hypothermia. Living in group homes, shelters, missions, or prisons increase the risk of infectious illnesses, such as tuberculosis, influenza, and other respiratory conditions. As you probably already surmised, officers, being homeless doesn't just increase physical illnesses, but also mental illnesses.
Actually, we're not officers, we're detectives.
Regardless, the dangers of living on the street can lead to deep-seated mistrust of others and social isolation. In turn, increase the risk of psychiatric conditions. There was another study in the New England Journal of Medicine called Hospitalization Costs Associated with Homelessness. About 50% of homeless people in the emergency department had mental health illnesses or substance abuse issues. Having housing and feeling safe can improve a person's health.
It can improve a person's health?
That's right. One study showed that placing homeless people in supportive housing, which have on-site case management and referrals to community-based services, can lead to improved health, reduced hospital use, and decreased healthcare costs. Having someone off the street easily protects them from harm. Unfortunately, homeless people have a social determinant of health due to their built-in environment of being on the streets.
So building more shelters is the answer. How could a couple cops build more shelters?
Having more homeless shelters would solve many problems, but it's not so easy. Researchers at Temple University found it costs a shelter on average of $2,000 a month per person, around 17 to 23,000 a year per person just to feed and house them. Small actions can lead to big changes. Simple things like personal hygiene is hard to come by for the homeless. One study by Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center in Boston found homeless have a higher rate of dermatophimosis, infrequent opportunities to remove or change their socks, combined with reliance on shared shower facilities, place homeless at a high risk for fungal infections involving the feet. In another study of homeless men who used a shelter-based clinic in Boston, 38% had tinea pedis. It's stuff like this that can lead to reginal, like having scabies, lice, skin infection, and trench foot.
Trench foot?
Reginald's feet have been exposed to unsanitary water for an extended period of time. That's why he comes in to see us each week. We have him on a regimen of several medications. Excuse me? I'll be right back.
Yeah, it's legit, bro. I can't get a shelter, take a shower. Damn, man, I wear the same pair of socks for months. I got no toilet. I shit in the bushes near where I stay. I don't even have any soap to wash my hands after.
Damn, Reginald. How can we help you out in this situation?
Honestly, my life is a joke. I put on an affected accent. I just try and blend in and stay under the radar. There's so many flowers, all trying to be the tallest or brightest, but eventually they get plucked. I don't want to be the tallest or brightest. I just want to stay in the guard. I might be lost, but I'm not useless.
You need a toothbrush, homie, and maybe a haircut.
I actually have a toothbrush. There were some students passing out flyers trying to teach us how to brush our teeth at a 45-degree angle. I just need a goniometer and I need a job. My clothes are all tattered. I need to clean up. You know, there are others like me. It's not just anecdotal. Matter of fact, there was a report from Southern Nevada's homeless census. Roughly 85% of the respondents all were unemployed. The highest thing they cited for the reason why they were unemployed was the fact they didn't have the proper clothing to get a job. I don't like the way I'm dressed. This is embarrassing. I can sense the disgust in your voice. But it's common. Everyone does it. You don't even notice it.
Notice what?
Like we're invisible, meaningless and forgettable. Like we don't want more. There's nothing more than I want than to climb out of this hole, get back on my feet, and find a stable job. And I'm not the only one. There's so many other homeless people I've met since coming out to Las Vegas. They're in the same boat. They don't want to sink. They just need a lifeline. They want to find shore, and sometimes all they need is a little push. And maybe some hope.
I'm sorry.
For what?
For judging you.
Reginald, your medications are ready. And officers, if I may, what's your interest with him anyways?
Unfortunately, we're not at liberty to say, but we want to thank you for being so forthright regarding the situation.
I understand. Well, you guys both have a nice day. Oh, Reginald, we're out of that specific antibiotic you need, so you'll have to come back tomorrow.
Of course, Doc. So what now, guys?
I don't know, Sunshine. You got any thoughts?
This might be more intensive than I thought, but I got some ideas. Let's roll out. So that looks like a pretty bad break. So, what time you get off today?
Sorry, Wonder Boy, but blondes give me the creeps. But if you do have any questions about the social determinants of health or the homeless population here in Vegas, here's my card.
did you two end up doing? I want a mission report.
We wanted to help a population group. We had to be reasonable with our resources, but we focused on 3 main things for the homeless: access to toiletries, clean socks, and a haircut. The housing situation was not something we could fix right now. The lack of hygiene was something I felt would afford them confidence and help with preventable diseases though. There's something to be said about being able to have a shower, brush your teeth, and get a haircut. Maybe that leads to a job and someday a home.
The shelters we looked at included God in Me Ministry, Las Vegas Rescue Mission, and Catholic Charities. Reginald said there are a lot of homeless people in the same situation that he's in, so we tried to address their needs. Most of the shelters actually offer free showers and toiletries to the homeless people, but they needed donations. So we set up a community drive for toothbrushes, toothpaste, shampoo, lotions, deodorant, and combs, as well as a few other things like professional clothing for possible job opportunities. It's estimated that U.S. hotels throw away 2 million bars of soap and half-used bottles of shampoo every year. We could contact major hotels in Vegas, see if they'd be willing to donate those directly to shelters.
Don't forget dry clean socks. We were able to get a lot of those donated from a homeless clothing drive. Reginald had something called trench foot, and it was caused by extended exposure of his feet to the moisture.
Did you get him any medical attention for that?
Actually, he's already seeing someone and getting treatment, but we gave him information about clinics that see homeless people in the area for more options, as well as medical transport options. We connected him with a program called Healthcare for the Homeless through Southern Nevada Centers. They're accepting new patients, and there's no charge for the homeless population.
Also, we thought we could contact some barbers and hairstylists in town and see if any of them would be willing to donate their time to cut hair.
You guys thought of everything. It's like you're checking off a rubric or something.
We're just trying to cover all our bases. In fact, I have some friends who are PAs who work in the ER here in town.
Go on.
Many homeless don't have healthcare coverage. In fact, more than 1/3 of people living below the poverty line lack adequate health insurance. They have no access to a PCP. They tend to use an emergency department for their primary care needs. In fact, a study by the University of Hawaii found that homeless people have a higher rate of medical and psychiatric hospitalization and emergency department use compared with the general population. Having this plan would hopefully reduce the health issues of homeless or reduce the strain on ERs in town. If the PAs could be educated on the subject of personal hygiene and the benefits of health for the homeless, it would make their job easier.
Well, what could they do?
Have the PAs educate the homeless patients that come in. Let them know how important it is to do simple things like washing your hands and grooming yourself. Tell them they need to change their socks often. Even if they can't get into a shelter, the shelters can provide toiletries in the meantime.
And if the PAs know how important simple actions can create large changes, maybe they will want to get involved more. They could easily donate unused toiletries to shelters. In fact, that group of PAs, they're heading down to New Orleans in a couple weeks. If they have any unused hotel toiletries, they can bring them back, donate them to the shelter.
Well, I don't think you guys missed anything. Great job.
Detective, so I spoke with your captain, and he said that you have a pretty good plan in place.
Yeah, I think it's going to work out all right.
So about this Reaper, my colleague and I, we want to speak with him.
What the hell are you doing here?
You really should answer your phone more, Sunshine.
You two know each other?
He's my brother.
Federal Marshal Peter Gary. Did this homeless guy mention anything about Index Pharmaceuticals?
No, he didn't say anything about that. But he was a walking pharmacy with all the meds the doc gave him.
I wasn't aware he had a doctor.
No, she was adamant she wasn't a doctor.
And she was kind of cold. Must have been an NP. Hold on, I have her card right here. Doesn't have her title on it, it just says Deborah Prudendo.
What was that?
Deborah Prudendo.
I still don't know how they found him. Maybe it was during the break-in last week.
What are their names?
Detectives Makula and Sunshine.
I need you to be honest with us. Is this going to be another problem, Miss Pudendo?
Well, actually, they seem concerned with his well-being, but if they find out what we're doing here...
Then perhaps what we need is a change in strategy. I know you want to gain the subject's trust, but this is unusual. First the marshal, then the thief, now these clowns? They think they can interfere with our affairs and walk away unscathed? No.
Where is your colleague? The one whose residence was broken into.
He's in the hospital with a fractured larynx.
We are being buried beneath an avalanche of incompetence.
You might not realize this, but we are in the process of the Atlas acquisition, and this raises serious questions, Mr. Reyes. The thief appears to have accessed some extremely sensitive information, and the board is concerned about your ability to contain this.
If you can't, maybe you aren't the person we need in charge of this project. Are you asking for my resignation?
No one is officially suggesting anything like that yet.
I promise you, they do not call me the sorcerer for nothing. I am not like most people you know. I cannot be bullied, I cannot be bribed or negotiated with. And I have been around far too long to lose sight of what is mine. We should all aspire to do that which we enjoy. Don't you agree, Sinara? I miss it, but I generally do not do my own dirty work anymore. That is why I brought her in. She's the best at what she does. Do you have any updates for us?
I've located the thief. She's being held at Ravencroft. It's a maximum security asylum for the criminally insane.
Time to clean up. Take care of this, Sinara. I don't want any questions.
Of course there'll be questions. I'll just make sure there's no one left to answer them.
Well, you're looking better today, Anna. Seems like your medications are working.
I told you, Doctor. Call me Curare. And I actually do feel better, but it's not those mental handcuffs you call medications. It's because my time here is coming to an end.
Hannah, the police department charged me with your care, and the only way you get to leave this facility is with my signature. I promise that's not going to be easy, given how you still think there's a sorcerer out there to get you. It's called paranoia, a persecution complex. There is no sorcerer.
I assure you, he's quite real, and it's only a matter of time before he finds out I'm here. Then all of you are going to be in danger.
Look, Hannah, you're safe, and I promise that you're not leaving here anytime soon. We have to work through your conditions, and you have to start participating in your therapy.
You think you're so smart, but the truth is you're only the 32nd smartest person in this building.
Oh, is that right? 32nd? How do you figure that? The voice in your head tell you that?
Yes. She averaged all your standardized test scores, not including your medical board, which you did cheat on. You see, you're old. You're like 35. Your hearing isn't what it used to be, Doctor. My friend has been sending me Morse code through your phone since I arrived. She's told me all about you, and she's even given me a way to get out.
Okay, this voice you hear, this friend of yours, is she here now?
No, of course not. She does her work from behind a computer. I'm sort of on my own, but she did give me the access codes to the automatic drug dispensary. Desflurane. It's an anesthetic that I placed in the ventilation system. It vaporizes at 75 degrees, which the building climate control was programmed to reach 10 minutes ago. Don't worry, I closed the vents to your office. It should have cleared out by now.
So, you're going to escape. What's your master plan?
Well, Oscar, your phone will ring. It'll be a block number, but it's a signal to let me know that it's time. I'm gonna punch you in the throat. It'll hurt, but it won't kill you. And then I'll take your car keys.
That's ridiculous. There are armed guards in the hallway. Do you really expect that they're just gonna let you walk out?
They'll be incapacitated by the Desflurane. You see, sadly I have to be moving on. Do you hear that? Outside? It's so quiet out there. Must be almost time. Are you as excited about this as I am?